I mean, your dad, I read that your dad had like a donut shop. I mean, was that the type of thing, obviously your dad worked his butt off. It was a family business. Did all you and your brothers and sisters all work at the shop and you learned, kind of a lot of these skills, how to treat people, how to serve people, how to run a business. Did you kind of learn that from him?
100%. My dad was the most amazing man that I've ever met. And, he always said, if you want to understand the business, you have to be the dishwasher, you have to be the server, you have to be the cook, you have to be the owner, you have to be everything. And I really took that advice as sound advice. My dad always told me, if you want to be successful, hang out with people doing what you want to do, that you want to be successful at, that are successful. Let it rub off on you. If you hang out with shit, you start to smell like it. So I never went to college. I took the short bus in school. I wasn't very smart. Still, I'm not. But I put that sweat equity in. And my dad always instilled in me that, anything is possible. If you believe in something and you're willing to work for it, you put that effort in, it's achievable. Maybe not on your timetable, but it absolutely can be something that you can achieve. The other thing, my dad, it's crazy. My dad was a very like streetwise guy. Like
Mm.
he did this. Like I wanted to play the drums, and my older brothers played the guitar and I think the keyboard, and I wanted to play the drums. So my dad bought me this like Mickey Mouse three-piece drum set. I was 6 years old, and I loved the drums because of the pedal, the bass pedal, because I thought it reminded me of a gas pedal of a car, because I was also obsessed with cars. And so I got this drum set. I was playing it. Then he got a teacher for me, and I studied. And then the teacher said he needs like a real drum set. So my dad, instead of just like getting rid of it, he puts it in the paper. He sells it for more money than he paid for it. Then he's like, "Oh, there's a music business here." So that's how I really learned business, because my dad, we had at one time, you won't believe this, Kenny, but we had probably 35 to 40 different drum sets in our home. We had cymbals, accessories, and we actually made our own drum set that we were then selling like a three-piece kit. But we had Pearl, Ludwig, Slingerland, that my brother evolved that years later into a music store, which I named and came up with a logo called Monster Music in Levittown, New York on Hempstead Turnpike. So you never know how something is going to affect you and really be part of your future. But that was really my college, when my dad used to make me sell drums, as I'm talking 12, 13, 14, as a teenager, bring the drum set, load it in the car, get the cash, and really learn about wheeling and dealing and kind of be likable and have personable skills and all that stuff.
Dude, that is so badass. I mean, that's it. You just said so much. Hey, but compliment to you though. This all resonated in you, which meant it was already there in you, but your dad was giving you all this information. Because, you could have been a kid like, well, drums, whatever. But the thing is, and you answered my question. I was going to say, so what came first, music or magic? But obviously music came first,
Well,
right? I
believe it
mean,
or not, I started drums when I was 6, but at 6 as well, true story, my
yeah.
amazing Aunt Stella taught me my first card trick, which I loved magic. But when I was 10 or 11, I got a magic kit under the Christmas tree. And then that really got me bitten with the magic bug. And I tried to make it in music, dude, for years. And I had development deals with, Jason Flom from Lava. He was at Atlantic. Craig Kalman, Jim Lewis from Polygram. I had all types of things happen, but I wasn't ready at the time. I wasn't talented in being able to do what I needed to do at that time, which was the 80s. I mean,
Oh,
I played out in clubs. I played like Limelight. I used to play the drums, but then I was like, I wanted to be in the front, and I wanted to do magic and music, and that was kind of like a rock, a rock magic show, like that. That was kind of a rock and roll magic show, and it just never happened for me. I had development deals, and it was such a blessing, because I wanted it so bad, like I could taste it, and I played, at these really Limelight, Webster Hall, all these clubs, and I did magic and music, all these crazy things. But it was a blessing because, for me, you're very gifted in what you do and your instrument, and you're able to be a leader in that and be able to play different types of music and really be a very talented drummer where you can always find work. And but with the type of music I was doing, I wasn't a talented musician. I was a guy I had the image, I had the spectacle, but at the time I wasn't ready as a vocalist and stuff. Now I'm much better. I could still, I still do songs, write songs. I do all the music in the show. But I realize that the music business, unless you're established like you are, is such a fickle business. And now the record companies kind of, imploded because of the internet. And so now record companies do 360 deals and all these crazy things. So for me, Jason Flom gave me the best advice. He said, Chris, there are people in Las Vegas that have been doing the same act for 50 years, making billions of dollars. Do that and then write the music for that. Get off, with the music by creating the music for your show, but do the magic thing. And I did that eventually, and I'm still doing it today.
Wow, that was killer advice from Jason. Jason is a rock star at what he does. He sees things that other people don't see. That's brilliant. And you touched on something that, look, you and I are where we are because we took whatever talent we had, and we had this passion to do what we want to do. And when you have passion, you take whatever talent you have, and you work your butt off, and you self-discipline, and you persevere because you want to do it, because you have this passion, you will eventually succeed. This is what I call we're these guys that are like unstoppable, undeniable, and 100% authentic. You're not going to stop us because this is what we got to do. And that's what you have to do.
Tenacity, yeah. Stick-to-itiveness, perseverance. Like, if I could succeed on this level, really, anyone can do it. I'm a testament to it. But you got to put that sweat equity in. You can't talk about it. Your actions speak louder than those words. And I learned so much more from failure than I did from success.
Oh man, all the great quarterbacks, I always say Tom Brady, it doesn't matter, Mahomes, when they get sacked, they're immediately going, forget that. Okay, we can't do that. We're going to do that. They're always achieving success from the things that didn't work out for them. A mistake, a fumble. It's just amazing.